In the chapter Acids, Bases and Salts, when acid and base react together, they form salt and water. Have a look over this example where HCl react with NaOH. HCl is acid, NaOH is base. When they both react together, they form NaCl and water. Now, types of salts. The three types that we are going to study are the neutral salts, acidic salts, and basic salts. The first one that we are going to study is the neutral salts. What happens in neutral salts that the H positive proton is completely replaced by the metal ion. Here see the same reaction over here as we have studied above, that HCl is reacting with NaOH. As a result, NaCl, sodium chloride and water is produced. Now what they say over here, that the hydrogen ion is replaced by the metal ion. Which one is metal ion over here? Na is the metal ion. We say sodium metal, right? So this sodium metal replaces the hydrogen and forms NaCl, and the other product that is formed as a result of this reaction is water. See over here, this sodium metal will replace this hydrogen and it will come in its place. When it will come in its place, here it will be Na and Cl. They both will make a bond together. So NaCl will be formed as a result of hydrogen ion being replaced by the metal, right? So NaCl is formed by the replacement of hydrogen ion by the sodium metal. So the salt that is formed as a result of such kind of reaction is known as neutral salt. Now what is acidic salt? Here the H positive is partially replaced. These salts can further react to form neutral salts. See over here what is happening, that H2SO4 is reacting with KOH. As a result, KHSO4 is formed. This H over here is replaced by the potassium. Now we have only one potassium, so only one hydrogen will be replaced, and we will write over here KHSO4, and water is also formed as a result of this reaction. Now what kind of acids are used in acidic salts? Polybasic acids are used for acidic salts. Now what are polybasic acids? Those that produce more than one hydronium ion per molecule, they indicate replacement of hydrogen. Now what does this mean? This means that the acid that we are going to use should have more than one hydrogen in its molecule. Here see how many hydrogens we have? 2. And how many it replaced? It replaced only 1. So we are left here with one more hydrogen. It means that this can further react with a base to form a neutral salt, right? So such kind of acids which has more than one hydrogen ion are known as polybasic acids. And now coming towards the basic salts. Now what are basic salts? In this, OH of the base is partially neutralized by an acid. So what are the examples over here? We have this example and this example as well. Now let's see over here, we have taken PbOH2 and HCl. Now what is happening over here? Only one OH will be replaced. So we wrote here PbOHCl, right? This is the basic salt that we have taken in the example as well, right? And H2O is formed as a result of this reaction. Now let me tell you how this reaction took place. How many OH we are having? We are having 2 OH, right? See over here, 2 is written. And we have studied that as a result of acid and base reaction with salt, water is also produced, right? So this one OH will react with this hydrogen, and as a result water will be formed. Okay, water will be produced as a result of this reaction. One OH will stay over here. So now this PbOH will combine with Cl and form PbOHCl. Right? I hope you understood this. The next thing is, as we have studied over here about the polybasic acids that are used for the acidic salts. So here, for the basic salts, which bases are used? Basic salts are by polyacid bases. Now what does this mean? In the most simplified way, we can say that those bases which have more than one OH in its molecule, in its compound, those are known as polyacid bases. Okay, the way we said over here that this is a polybasic acid because it is having two hydrogens. This one is polyacid bases because it is having two OH. Now we have studied till now about the salts, that it is formed by the reaction of acids and bases. Three types of salts we have studied: neutral salts, acidic salts and basic salts. Now we will come towards the neutralization reaction. When acid reacts with base and water is formed, such type of reaction is known as neutralization reaction. We have already studied this reaction where HCl react with NaOH. As a result, HCl and H2O are produced. Such kind of reaction in which water is produced, it is known as neutralization reaction. Here, what is happening in the reaction, that this H positive is reacting with OH and producing H2O, right? We are saying that when acid reacts with base and water is formed, we are not talking about the salt over here, we are just talking about the water, and we said that such kind of reaction is known as neutralization reaction. So in this case, the remaining ions that we are having are the Na positive and Cl negative. So when Na positive and Cl negative react together, they form NaCl, right? See over here, NaCl. So NaCl is formed. Now the main thing was water. Water was formed. Now whatever salt is being produced, the ions of that salt will be known as spectator ions. So we have studied about the salts, types of salts and neutralization reaction in which water is formed as a result of reaction of acids and bases. I hope you understood the topic, and if you have any question related to the topic, then let me know in the comments below.